Hey, it's Panzerkunz here, and in this video I want to talk about bombing runs that you'd make on garrisons and missile bases. In my other video I talked about the point values for each of the ground targets so you know which ones you need to destroy. But in this video I want to specifically show what route I take into bombing those so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So to show that I chose the Hornet because it has a really good bombing load. And what I'm gonna do in the video, whatever plane you have, the bomb should have at least about 5,000 damage, and you should have at least around 8 rockets. That's kind of what I'm gonna be working with. And a lot of aircraft have that. A lot of United States multi-rolls, a lot of Russian GAs. I think the Tier 6 Lightning has that same loadout. So this is kind of tailored to heavies, multi-rolls, or GA, or even bombers, but mostly heavies, GAs, and ground targets that have 2 bombs and 8 rockets. So the first thing we're just going to look at a garrison, so I'll pull up a quick shot of that, and then we'll get into go into the training room, and I'll make it a bombing run. Alright, so I took a screenshot, I made these cheap little graphics here, but it's going to show exactly what I'm going to do. So if I zoom in, first ground target with the 2 bunkers next to each other, 3 rockets here, 1 rocket here, that'll take care of it, so that's 20. 1 bomb here, that's 30. 1 bomb here, that's 30. And instead of going for this, when you drop this bomb, you're pretty low here already, so it's hard to pull up and get all your rockets on target, and plus these trees you're gonna hit. So I'm gonna pull up, make a turn, and just because this target's easier and I don't need to get this one, I'm gonna fire the rest of the rockets here. So you add all this up, and we get the 90 points that we need. We actually will get 95. But this covers everything that we need for a neutral garrison. Alright, so just how I talked about in the previous photo, we're going to attack that gun first, the 2 medium targets, and then the soft target. So I'm going to throw 4 rockets here, 1 bomb. I want to get up because you want to go facing down. 1 bomb there. Make a turn. And just to be easy, I'm gonna get 4 rockets here. This will secure it. And that's 1 initial bombing run you could take on a garrison like this here. Alright, so coming into an enemy controlled garrison, I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the same exact thing, but we're just gonna add an air defense fighter to get the 140 capture points that we need. Now I don't know if it's best to do it before or after, but I'm gonna go for this fighter right now because he's just right in front of me. And the longer you stay in this, the longer all the ADA are gonna get in your tail. So check it out. I took time to take that guy out, and all these heavy fighters are maneuvering to be behind me. So I'm gonna lose a lot of HP here, and I still have to make a bombing run. But now, since I only need 80, I only need 1 gun and the 2 medium targets, so I can focus all my energy on that. Oh, I don't like this one. I'm just gonna throw 5 there. Hopefully I get it. I get it. Okay, I need 60, so that's easy. These 2 here. And there it is. That's a quick way to get an enemy held garrison. Do the same exact thing as you would a neutral base, just add a fighter. Sometimes it's best to do the ground first, then a fighter, but if you want to get someone out of your tail, try to do a couple fighters first and then finish off with ground targets. Either way works, but probably best to kill an ADA first to get them off your tail. Alright, so I'm in the training room with all bots, and I'm going to attack this military base first.
You are approaching the front line.
When you come into this military base and you're the first one or you're alone, I really think you should try to just get the center target and 1 more and kill a heavy ADA, because if you spend too much time going around with ground targets, the ADA are going to get behind you and they're just going to shred you up. So let's do our normal 4 rockets. And then, oh, I'm not coming in on the best way here. All my rockets left and 2 bombs. Okay, and now I'm gonna focus on getting 1 more ADA. I think that's the best choice. So in less than a minute, we got our first missile base, using all of our ordnance and 1 ADA. Alright, so coming in to attack an enemy-held military base or missile base, we know it's going to take 180 capture points. So the original way, we would get 140, so that extra 40, I think we're going to have to kill the 2 bombers. But let's try our normal. I'm going to do 4 rockets here, 2 here, the other 2 there, and my 2 bombs, and hopefully we can get that. Okay, we got that. And now I'm going to go for the 2 ADA. You see that gun where the bunkers are spaced apart? It's not as easy to take that one out. I could have gone for the tents.
The enemy is launching rockets at us from the military
Would have been
base.
easier. I highly recommend you always go for the bunkers that have 2 next to each
All
other.
military bases are under our control. The enemy
So you see
will
this
be
one has 2
defeated.
bunkers next to each other. 2 or 3 rockets right there is good. But I tried to do this with 2 and I didn't even get close. So that's one example of getting an enemy-held military base. Alright, so now we're going to look at capturing garrisons and missile bases with bombers. And I really want to show a bomber like this, the Ju-87, just how OP they can be, because you could one-pass a military base and a garrison. And looking at their bombs, 10,000 damage and 120 damage radius, you can destroy an entire center of the missile base in 1 bomb. And I'm just using normal consumables. Improved fragmentation, as you can see. It increases the damage by 10 with the consumable, and my pilot has demolition expert. And the blast radius is only increased by a demolition expert. I'm pretty sure a lot of bombers out there, they use this. And look at that rocket radius, the bomb radius. It increases by 40%. So from 120, it goes up to 168. So you can basically take out any ground target that you want. So let's take a look at a missile base run first, and then a garrison, so you can see what I'm talking about of how these bombers can be so OP and how they control the battlefield. Alright, so same idea here. I'm coming to attack the missile base, and I've highlighted the targets. The gun here is worth 20. The gun here is worth 20. The center missile base here area is worth 80, and these last tents are worth 20. So we add all those up, and we're going to get the 140 that we need. But to give you a closer look, any of these bombs are huge, so any single target you can take out, but when you're attacking this one, you need to drop the bomb in the center in this area. If you drop it off to the side, you may not get everything. And this one's easy. So this is a good bombing run to start, and pretty much every other target in a missile base is going to be worth 20. The only one that's different is the center that's 80. I'm looking and they all look like they're 20. So just get 3 targets of any type, and then the center with these huge bombs, and you'll cap this in one pass. A neutral missile base in 1 pass.
Good luck.
Alright, so I'm in the training room with all bots, and if you have a base that has if you have a map that has a missile base right next to where you spawn, I'm going to show you how you can take that in about 30 seconds. So I'm going to go to the right here.
Show me what you can do, pilots. Let's roll.
People say that other aircraft are specialized so they make them powerful also, but no other aircraft in this game can you cap this in 30 seconds. So that's just what makes this powerful. And you want to start your run about 2,000 meters, and then just line it up in the bottom there. You see, I'm not really looking, and I have to hit this one's center in the flush center there, and this one I'm going to start pulling up because your bombs will do damage to you. And there it is. I didn't get too low, so I didn't take too much damage, but in 35 seconds or so, we already got our first missile base. Alright, so I'm coming in to attack an enemy-held missile base. So it's gonna take 180 capture points. So I don't think I can do this on one pass. The best way to do this on one pass is when there's ground targets already damaged. But we're gonna do the same bombing run that we did before. 1, 2, right in the center. 3, the last one. 4, I'm out. Jump in the tail gunner and hit stuff. If this guy is low enough HP and we could take him out, we'll capture this base. And look, I'm slowing down. And you see how the aiming circle has three little lines around it? That means you're getting max damage. See, now I'm not getting max. So we almost took this out by getting that heavy. See how low he is? But check it out. I didn't get it, and I just have to wait 17 more seconds. So a total of what, like less than a minute and a half, I can fully take. And look, my bombs are reloading. 7. You should already be making your bombing run. Don't wait till it's 0. So the second they're reloaded, boom, drop. And this is just gravy right here. We already got this. Once you finish bombing, hop in your tail gunner and take a look at what's around you. This guy's away. Alright. Alright, same map, but this time I'm going to go left and I'm going to capture that garrison in one pass as well. That's pretty much the same exact way as we were doing with the Hornet.
What you can do, pilots. Let's roll.
Oh, my sound is off. There we go. So see how everything is lined up for you? This makes it easier. But once you memorize the layouts, you know how to take your angles. This is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be it right there. 20 plus 30 plus 30 plus 15, and that's it. In 40 seconds, we have our first base. And I'm going to continue to fight this battle, and I'm going to try to get some more examples of bombing runs you can make. Alright, this garrison is about to be reset. I have my bombs reloaded, so I'm going to do the normal bombing run I would do, but it's not going to be enough. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see I'm 25 short. And this ADA are on me. I know, but before I kill him, they're gonna turn away. Oh! There it is. So if somehow you can get an ADA on your tail, obviously that's not what you want to do, but that was one example there. So in conclusion, I showed you how to capture a neutral garrison in one pass. I showed you how to capture a neutral military base in one pass. And then also I showed you how to capture a enemy held garrison with a bomber like this, and also with a multi-role a multi-role heavy fighter or even a GA, and also how to capture an enemy held military base with the Hornet, so a multi-role heavy fighter, or this bomber, and a couple more situations thrown in. So I just wanted to focus on those two for this video. I don't want to make a super long video, but hopefully with this video, along with the capture point values for the other ground targets, you can really piece things together, and you know what to look for in the battle, and kind of like see what your style and the kind of bombing runs that you want to make, and whatever works best for you. So for this video, this is it, and I'll see you next time.